Hey everybody, welcome to the Your Life Blueprint Sound Vibrations. I am Gandharva, and today is Thursday. Thursday is the day of the giver. So usually on Thursdays we speak about how giving and helping and supporting and doing it all selflessly are the main things about the giver, and they are. There's another aspect as well, kind of a negative aspect that can happen wherever you have the giver in your blueprint, especially if you have it spiritually or in relationships or even emotionally, but in any area, it can cause attachment. It can cause us to hold on to things that might not necessarily be good for us, right? That might not necessarily be the right thing for us, or something that's been going on for a long time and we just can't get out of it. So you can have attachment in a relationship, that maybe it's not so great a relationship, but you're trying to hold on to it and hoping it gets better, and but it may have really ended a while ago. But if you're a giver in relationships, there can be a tendency toward attachment. Spiritually, if you're a giver, boy, yeah, attachment would be the worst thing for your spiritual progress. So we have to watch for attachment, especially on Thursdays. And I'm going to read from someone who has had the giver in the spiritual area. He was a great teacher. His name is Dr. David Hawkins. Some of his books have changed my life. This one in particular that I'm going to read from, called Letting Go, changed my life. So we'll see what he has to say about attachment and letting go. And I will play the vibration of the day, the fifth. Now, try not to be attached to it. I even have to let the fifths go today. Well, I already let the fifths go a few years ago. But even the musical fifths have to go. The letting go technique is a pragmatic system of eliminating obstacles and attachments. It can also be called a mechanism of surrender. There is scientific proof of its efficacy, an explanation of which is included in one of the chapters of this book. Research has shown the technique to be more effective than many other approaches currently available in relieving the physiologic responses to stress. After researching most of the various stress reduction and consciousness methods, this approach stands out for its sheer simplicity, its sheer efficacy, efficiency, clinical efficiency, absence of questionable concepts, and rapidity of observable results. Its simplicity is deceptive and almost disguises the real benefit of the technique. Simply stated, it sets us free from emotional attachments. It verifies the observation made by every sage that attachments are the primary cause of suffering. The mind, with its thoughts, is driven by feelings. Each feeling is the cumulative derivative of many thousands of thoughts. Because most people throughout their lives repress, suppress, and try to escape from their feelings, the suppressed energy accumulates and seeks expression through psychosomatic distress, bodily disorders, emotional illnesses, and disordered behavior in interpersonal relationships. The accumulated feelings block spiritual growth and awareness, as well as success in many areas of life. The benefits of this technique can therefore be described on many various levels. The physical, the elimination of suppressed emotions has a positive health benefit. It decreases the overflow of energy into the body's autonomic nervous system, and it unblocks the acupuncture energy system, which is demonstrable by a simple muscle test. Therefore, a person constantly surrenders. Therefore, as a person constantly surrenders, physical and psychosomatic disorders improve and frequently disappear altogether. There is a general reversal of pathologic processes in the body and a return to optimal functioning. Behavioral. Because there is a progressive decrease of anxiety and negative emotions, there is less and less need for escapism via drugs, alcohol, entertainment, and excessive sleep. Consequently, there is an increase in vitality, energy, and presence and well-being, with more efficient and effortless functioning in all areas. Interpersonal relationships. As negative feelings are surrendered, there is a progressive increase of positive feelings that results in quickly observable improvement in all relationships. There is an increase in the capacity to love. Conflicts with others decrease progressively, so that job performance improves. The elimination of negative blocks allows vocational goals to be more easily accomplished, and self-sabotaging behavior based on guilt progressively diminishes. There is less and less dependence on intellectualism and a greater use of intuitive knowingness. With the resumption of personality growth and development, there is often the uncovering of previously unsuspected creative and psychic abilities, which are thwarted in all people by suppressed negative emotions. Of great importance is the progressive lessening of dependency, the bane of all human relationships. Dependency underlies so much pain and suffering. It includes even violence and suicide as ultimate expression. As dependency diminishes, there is also a lessening of aggressiveness and hostile behavior. These negative feelings are replaced by feelings of acceptance and lovingness toward others. Consciousness, awareness, spirituality. This is an area that opens up by continuous use of the mechanism of surrender. The letting go of negative emotions means that the person experiences ever-increasing happiness, contentment, peace, and joy. There is an expansion of awareness, progressive realization and experiencing of the real inner self. The teachings of the great masters unfold from within as one's own personal experience. The progressive letting go of all limitations allows the realization at last of one's true identity. Letting go is one of the most efficacious tools by which to reach spiritual goals. Anyone can accomplish all of these ends with gentleness and subtlety as one silently surrenders throughout daily life. The progressive disappearance of negativity and its replacement by positive feelings and experiences is pleasurable, both to watch and to experience. It is the purpose of this information to assist the reader in having those rewarding experiences. Experience letting go today.